episode 7 of Trevs Trade Page here on Trev TV. This finds us with the conference quarterfinals done as of yesterday, and the conference semifinals starting as of today, actually in about 2 hours from now. So, while I have your attention, I think what I'll do here is I'll go over my quarterfinal predictions, which didn't do me any good, and I'll predict some of the annual award winners that have been announced as far as finalists are concerned. I'll go through with my predictions on that and see how that does, because I've never really predicted awards before. I've always predicted series and games, but never awards. But having said all that, let's get rolling. As mentioned, quarterfinals are over and done with, and as far as my predictions went, if we're calling teams, I only predicted 3. 3 out of 8 the series. That's no good. That's terrible. If we're calling dead on, as for the amount of games that went, I'm 0 for 8. Well, unless you count the Boston-Toronto one, which I initially said was going to go 7, but then I said Boston in 6. But I don't count that. So if you've been living under a rock, or if you haven't been following, Chicago beat Minnesota in 5. Detroit beat Anaheim in 7. San Jose sweeped Vancouver. We saw that one coming, right? LA beat St. Louis in 6. And as far as the East goes, Pittsburgh beat the Islanders in 6. Kind of actually disappointed in that one, because the Islanders played their heart out. Did they ever? Like, they came to play and play like no other, and it got them as far as 6 games. Give them an effort. Ottawa beat Montreal in 5. Which is kind of shocking, because I really didn't expect that version of the Ottawa Senators to show up. Rangers beat the Capitals in 7. And Boston beat Toronto in 7, which sets up your conference semifinals. We'll go over those. So in the West, you got Chicago versus Detroit. That's always a fun series to watch. And I told you, Cinderella lives in Detroit. So you think my prediction is going to be any different? No. Detroit in 7. LA San Jose. This is only the second time these two teams have met in the playoffs. And the first time wasn't even that great. So hopefully, the different cast of characters, different setting, I guess, means more for one team who's either going to face Chicago or Detroit and move to the Cup if they can get past Chicago or Detroit. But I know San Jose's playing differently, different playoff hockey, and I know we've said that time and time again. It's got them as far as the conference finals, and that's about it. San Jose in 6. I want to see San Jose make an awesome run. Whether they do or not, who knows. In the East, you have Pittsburgh, Ottawa. Now, I learned my lesson betting on Pittsburgh last year. Ottawa in 7. Like I said before, this is a different Ottawa Senators team. They've actually come to play. They've come to push. They've come to beat the body, chase the puck, make the hits, finish the checks, all that stuff. Ottawa in 7. I think they're going to push around Pittsburgh much like they pushed around Montreal. Yeah. I mean, Montreal was without 8 regulars in Game 6 or in Game 5. So, see how many regulars they can take out of Pittsburgh. Boston and the Rangers. I don't like the Rangers. I've never liked the Rangers. I like the Rangers about as much as I like the Flyers. And if you know me well enough, you'll know how much I like the Flyers. Rangers in 6. It's because I'm with my prediction. And even if Pittsburgh does beat Ottawa, like I said, they won't beat New York. This is Lundqvist's time. Lundqvist shines in playoff hockey. And it'll be no different against Boston. So, Rangers in 6. So in the last 7 days, the NHL has announced their finalists for some of their annual awards. I don't know if it's any more after that. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head how many trophies they have that they'll award. But we'll go over some of the ones they've announced, starting with the Calder Memorial Trophy, if you don't know. It's handed out to the Rookie of the Year. And this year their finalists are Jonathan Huberdeau, how do you pronounce his name? From Florida. Brandon Saad from Chicago. and Brendan Gallagher from Montreal. All the hype throughout the year was Huberdeau, so don't expect anything different. I'm going with Huberdeau for the Calder. For the James Norris Memorial Trophy, which is handed out to the league's outstanding defenseman, your finalists are Chris Letang from Pittsburgh, PK Subban from Montreal, and Ryan Suter from Minnesota. Honestly, I don't like Letang. I've never liked Letang. Letang pisses me off to no end, and so does Subban, so I'm going to go with Suter. I just want to see Suter actually prove he's worth the money they're paying him. The Vezina Memorial Trophy, handed out to the league's outstanding goalie. You got Sergei Bobrovsky from Columbus, Henrik Lundqvist from the Rangers, and Antti Niemi from the Sharks. I hate to think the Vezina is a popularity contest, and as much as I'd love to say Lundqvist, you have to go on regular season. Well, you don't have to, but if you're going by regular season stats and whatnot, give it to Niemi. He's the only reason San Jose is playing the way they're playing. The Ted Lindsay Award, voted on by the NHLPA and given to their version of the league's most outstanding player. Your nominees are Martin St. Louis from Tampa, Cindy from Pittsburgh, and Ovechkin from Washington. They're not going to give it to Ovi, and I don't think they're going to give it to St. Louis. Like I said, I'd hate to think the NHL is a popularity contest, but when your name is Cindy, they'll give you anything. So I'm going to have to say Cindy, as much as it hurts me to say that. The Hart Memorial Trophy, given out to the league MVP, as voted on by the league, or by the writers, not the NHLPA this time, has Cindy again, has Ovi again, and has John Tavares from the Islanders. If they're smart, and sometimes I question their intelligence or lack thereof, if they're smart, they'll see the Hart go to New York. I mean, the Islanders have proven that you get the right mix of guys in there, they'll do anything. Give it to Tavares. Give them a little more reason to shine when they get ready for their move to Brooklyn. General Manager of the Year, which is a fairly new award. I think they've only handed it out 3 times so far. Has Marc Bergevin from Montreal, Bob Murray from Anaheim, and Ray Shero from Pittsburgh. Now they're going to look at Shero and say, oh, the guy made many awesome deals for nothing. And he did. He made good deals and gave up nothing. But if you're looking for somebody who actually turned their team around to playing the caliber they're playing now, give it to Bergevin. I mean, nobody gave Montreal a chance at all. At the start of the year. I'm no different. Give it to Bergevin. And finally, the Bill Masterson Trophy, which is awarded to the player who best exemplifies the qualities of perseverance, sportsmanship, and dedication to hockey. This usually goes to the guy who had to miss some time or has this big injury that's been hindering them for years and finally makes a comeback. Your finalists are Cindy, Adam McQuaid from Boston, and Josh Harding from Minnesota. They're not going to pass up a chance to give Cindy more hardware, so it's going to Cindy. So that was my semifinal prediction show. Hopefully my semifinal predictions do a lot better than my quarterfinal predictions, because really 3 out of 8 is not a good number to be proud of. But we'll see. As always, feel free to counterpoint. Thank you for tuning in, and see you again on the conference finals.